what's up guys? So it seemed like a lot of you guys were interested in me continuing this small little video update series on the Grail project I've started. I mentioned during the last video that this project is all about having fun for me, and one of the big things is also to actually get to kind of like play some of these characters I usually don't get around to doing a season. So that's also going to be my focus on this Grail, to actually try and roll some of these builds or specs that are new or updated, or I just haven't gotten around to playing yet. And that also leads us to the next character I'm going to roll. So I started a Inferno Duriel farming Sorc to begin with, and the next character I'm rolling is a Mind Blast Assassin. So I needed another character that could actually kill Hellbale, so I could start farming Corrupted Zones and also Isuel to get the what's it called, destruction key, so I can eventually get some torches and also Annie's down the line, right? So I started out with an assassin, and I leveled up with psychic hammer, and then transitioned into Mind Blast. It's a really nice progression actually, because it's synergizing completely. So you can just start at level 1 with psychic hammer, and you don't have to respec. You can just start pumping points into Mind Blast, and then at some point Mind Blast will be strong enough so you can use the AoE effect to clear bigger packs than you can with the psychic hammer. The other good thing about this combination is that Psychic Hammer is magic damage and Mind Blast is physical damage, so you can basically kill every monster in the game, right? You can just alternate between the two. Psychic Hammer is usually the single target damage, but again, it depends where you have the most plus skills and what kind of pierce you get the most out of. Mind Blast got a change for this season 10, with the increased AoE for every stack of Mind Blast you can manage to uphold. So that means that you kind of want to get higher FCR breakpoints, so you can maintain bigger AoE, what's it called, stacks. And Mind Blast in general scales from plus skills and FCR, as I just mentioned. So early on, you can actually, what I did was look out for claws with a +3 to Mind Blast, and then you can make, if you find some with 2 sockets, you can make a Neophyte in it. That's a really good and solid way to start out with no budget, because it only requires like a fall rune or something, I think, and you get half freeze duration, 30 FCR, and 3 plus skills, and you can dual claw as well, right? So it's a really strong option. And other than that, you just look out for like FCR and plus skill gears. Another way to scale the damage of the Mind Blast is to get the physical pierce. So that was what I actually used my Merc for. So to begin with, I used the Act 4 Merc, because they have amp damage, one of them at least. And you can also, because Shadow Warrior, I think it's called, is a synergy, you can kind of use that as a tank instead of the mercenary. So that kind of worked out pretty well in that regard. Later on, when I found a Vile Husk, I decided to go with the Act 5 Merc instead, the Battle Orders one, because he also has a Battle Cry, which also lowers the physical resistance of monsters. So combining that with the amp from the Vile Husk was a lot of physical pierce, which just rammed my damage like crazy. The single target damage is not the greatest, obviously, on Mind Blast, but it's alright, and you can kind of like keep adds away with the big AoE that you get from it. And as I said earlier, if you just keep your Shadow Warrior up, or if you have a strong Act 5 Merc, that kind of helps out with getting down the monsters eventually. But yeah, not the greatest single target, but it's doable. The playthrough on this specific build was also super safe for hardcore. You also have, like the assassin, have so many great utility skills at their disposal. You have the Cloak of Shadows, and then combined with Mind Blast and the Shadow Warrior, you just have so much crowd control. It's crazy, right? And you can also use Fade to get some free resistances to cap out. But yeah, it's a matter of preference if you enjoy the movement speed in order to get away from monsters more, right? So yeah, with all these tools at the assassin's disposal, I was pretty fast to like clear the game and then start farming some destruction keys at Isual. And you can see it doesn't really matter that there are souls and stuff like that. We just go in, farm a good setup. That's the good thing about single player. We can get the same map layout every time, right? And yeah, just get some keys, and then I was ready to attempt some mini Ubers. So I was a little bit concerned about the mini Ubers because of the lack of single target DPS, right? But I thought, well, let's give it a go. It's probably gonna be very painful and cost a lot of juice, but if I can keep the Merc up and the Shadow up, then I can just slowly chip away at the HP. And sure enough, it was very slow. Painfully slow actually, but the good thing about the minis is that you can go back and forth to town as much as possible, right? Cloak of Shadow doesn't work in here, so that obviously makes it so that you have to be a little bit more careful with clearing some of the monsters. But since you have Psychic Hammer and Mind Blast with the two damage types, that's pretty easy to do, and you can just do it slowly for safety, right? I did find a Shadow Killer, which is like +4 skills to Mind Blast, so that was pretty good. But yeah, as you can see on the damage on the mini Ubers, it was just really slow, and I was not really super hopeful to bring this amount of damage into to Uber Twist, where there's only like 3 attempts, right? And if my Merc dies, then I only have the Shadow, and then I won't have any physical damage pierce as well. So yeah, I kind of settled on the plan to get some more plus skills. Like ideally getting Natalia's chest would be super good, because that's potentially +3 skills, and also maybe getting a better amulet with the +2 Shadow Disciplines skills, right? So that was the plan. So yeah, managed to beat the mini Ubers, even though it was extremely painful and very slow, but it got done. So yeah, the next video is gonna be where we attempt the Uber Twist, so we can finally unlock a torture too. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching. Bye.